afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
A few minutes because we had to change clerks. So the clerk we have now has to get up to speed for a few minutes, okay?
Okay.
Okay, there you go.
Are all parties ready for Gonzalez Weisinger?
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Calling case 202537, people of the state of Michigan versus Amanda Gonzalez Weisinger. This matter is set forth for a sentencing. Appearances, please.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Andrea McCrae, appearing on behalf of the people, P number 83698.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Brian Selburn, P 29749, appearing on behalf of defendant. She's present by Zoom.
Good afternoon. Ms. Gonzalez Winziger.
Yes, Your Honor.
Good afternoon. State your name for the record.
Good afternoon. My name is Amanda Gonzalez Wissinger.
Okay, and Ms. Winziger, do you consent to be sentenced over Zoom?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. Gonzalez Winziger, there was pled to 2 counts. 1 count of operating while intoxicated, third offense, and child abuse, 4th. There is no sentence agreement. And in exchange for the plea, a case needs to be dismissed. Okay. All right, this is date and time set for the sentencing in this matter. Have the parties had an opportunity to go over the pre-sentence investigation report?
Yes, Judge.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are there any deletions, corrections, or additions as to the body of the report?
There are corrections, Your Honor.
Okay, what are those?
First off, the credit for time served is incorrect.
What should it be?
I believe it should be a total of 15 days.
Madam Prosecutor?
No objection.
Okay, the court will change.
And just for the record, they had put when she went back in recently in January, they had the wrong date for when she was released. It was off by about 10 days. The second correction, Your Honor, is, I'm trying to find the page. My pages aren't numbered, Judge.
The pages are not numbered. Is that what you said?
I did say that, yes.
Okay, what's at the top of the page?
The top of the page, the first subheading is employment, but I'm specifically going down to the substance abuse treatment near the bottom. And there's a box.
Hold on 1 second. I have to find out where you are because I have a page that's entitled, we got the Department of Corrections recommendation page, which is 2 pages. We have the evaluation and plan, which is, so it's not under the evaluation and plan, is that correct?
It's further in than that.
Agent's description of the offense is what I have after that. And then I have the criminal history. And then I have under family, and then have family,
No, it's under,
marriage,
nope,
employment.
it's that page
Okay.
near the bottom.
Where are-
Near the bottom of that page, is a subheading, substance abuse and treatment.
I have that, okay.
And there's two boxes. The second box, the last entry for substance abuse treatment, it says residential
Mhm.
for Oakdale Recovery. However,
Right.
that is outpatient, and that's indicated twice in the narration in the report, but that is outpatient.
Okay, so I should change residential to outpatient.
On that, at that entry, yes. And then on the next page,
Hold on one second, let me ask the question. It also has patient first medical clinic outpatient.
I'm sorry,
It's in that one outpatient, is that correct?
I think you'd have to ask her that. I don't have an answer for that.
Okay, Your Honor. Yes, I was in residential in January of last year, and then I am currently in intensive outpatient program through Oakdale. And I also go to the clinic for my Vivitrol shot once a month.
Okay, all right, so the patient first medical clinic is where you go for the shot.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and at one point you were at Oakdale Recovery in residential back in January of 2020, correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right, so the rest of that is correct. Okay, go ahead, Mr. Stover.
Next page, Judge, under the Medicaid, it's listing her medications. And under the,
Our pages may not be in the same order because my next page,
physical health,
okay, yes, I'm with you.
okay, the very top, physical health, it lists medications. Under hypertension, it says metformin. That's actually for her diabetes.
Okay, so she is taking it, but it's not for hypertension. Hypertension is for diabetes.
That's correct. I know from experience that that's what that drug is for.
So it really should be in the column right above that.
That's
For
true. That's
diabetic.
correct. That's correct, Your Honor.
I will just take an arrow and go up.
And while this might seem minor, but if she's to be incarcerated, it might be important for the her jailers,
Okay,
for her health. Those are all the corrections that we see, Your Honor.
all right, Ms. McCray, any objections to any of those corrections?
No, Judge.
Okay, Ms. Gonzalez Winsiger, you had an opportunity, did you have an opportunity to go to the pre-sentence investigation report with your attorney?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
Is everything stated, besides the corrections we've just made, is everything stated in the report true and accurate?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and I believe Ms. McCray, you indicated you didn't have any corrections, is that correct?
Not to the body of the report.
Okay, so the parties have issues with respect to the sentencing guidelines?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, I'm on the sentencing guidelines. Let's start with the PRVs.
PRV 5 should be 15. She has 6 convictions for misdemeanors.
All right, how many misdemeanor convictions does she have?
6.
But the front of this report says 2.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
all right.
So we have a misdemeanor conviction for, we're not counting the traffic.
Do you want me to read them out for you?
Yes.
Okay. Operating while intoxicated, 2002. Operating while intoxicated, 2011. Operating while intoxicated, 2001. Driving under the influence, 2012. Possession, 2006. Possession, 2006.
I don't see these listed, Judge.
Okay, I'm in the pre-sentence investigation. And I said, okay, 2001, I'm showing is a traffic issue.
Yes.
Driving while license suspended. I see 2007, the possession, which was under 7411. did it, okay. I see OWI in 2012. Another OWI in 2019. So there's some
That's-
additional ones that you are listening that are not on this pre-sentence investigation. Is that correct, Ms. McCray?
Yes, Judge, I'm going off of the lien that we have printed, but if we want to disagree on the 10, that's fine. Like the 10 points.
Judge, I would just point out that the last one that you read off, the 2019, that is the instant offense.
Yes. So we're looking at the 2012 OWI. And we're looking at the 2007 possession. Driving while license suspended. I'm not sure that's considered a misdemeanor.
Yeah, Judge, that wouldn't count.
So then I'm only looking at 2.
And that's fine, Judge. I'll stipulate that there are 2. That's fine.
Okay, so PRV 5 is gonna remain 10.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, anything else with the PRVs?
No, there's not. So it would be 10 and C. And then OVs, just when you're ready, Your Honor.
I'm ready.
OV 18 should be 5.
Right, what is OB 18?
That's operating ability affected by alcohol or drugs.
Okay,
So that would be
any objection?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, anything else, Ms. McCray?
just give me one moment, Your Honor. I had redone the sentencing guidelines with the higher PRV 5, but I just want to ensure we're still at the minimum here. Yeah, so everything looks, the total offense variables would be 5. That is still level 1. And the guidelines do not change. They're still 0 to 9.
Okay, so the 5 is still OB level 1?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so it still stays 0 to 9.
Your Honor.
Okay. All right, is there anything else that you have to add before I impose sentence from
Yes.
the people? I'm sorry,
Yes.
were you about to say something?
Me? Are you talking?
Yes,
Sorry,
Ms. McCray.
that's hard. Yeah, I just thought I'd interrupted you, so I wanted to stop talking. But so at this time, the people would move to dismiss case 20-004498.
Any objection?
Of course not, Your Honor.
Of course not. Okay. And anything else from the people?
No, Judge.
All right, anything on behalf of defense?
Yes, Judge. Judge, my client is really doing an excellent job of confronting and addressing her addictions. She is, as the court noted earlier, she is in that outpatient program that she went to voluntarily. It's a continuation of the residential program that she did last January. When she got out of the residential, she started the outpatient program, but it was halted because of COVID. Just as she was getting going on that program, everything came to a grinding halt. She's been going, since then, she's been going to therapy. She's been going to AA or NA meetings on a consistent basis. She has a sponsor. She has 2 peer recovery coaches who may be present in this hearing. I'm not sure because I can't see that, but they may be present. You heard from one of them at the time of the plea, Your Honor. They
Right.
have submitted, or one of them has submitted a letter, which I forwarded to the court, that speaks to the efforts that are being made by my client. She's very engaged in her therapy and in her doing everything which way she can to stop her, or to confront her addictions. She's taking a drug called Vivitrol, which is known to reduce her temptation for addictive substances, alcohol, as well as other substances. She gets that shot regularly on a monthly basis, very religiously. She's dealing with a lot, and she's doing everything, Judge. She's really doing a fantastic job. I haven't had a client that's confronted these type of issues as well as she has. She still has 3 young children at home. She helps them with their schooling as best she can. It's sort of chaotic in her house. She was in a difficult marriage. Since these cases started, her husband has moved out. He does continue to provide support for the family, but in the past, he was always there to at least have another parent who could watch the children while maybe she could go get groceries or something like that. But she doesn't even have that now because he's moved out, which puts an additional strain on the family finances. So I just can't stress enough how much she's done to confront these issues. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Gonzalez Winsiger, would you like to address the court prior to the court imposing sentence?
Yes, Your Honor. All I would like to say is that since the report was made, I was informed by my children's school. My 2 older children are back in person on Mondays and Wednesdays, and then they do school at home on Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. And my youngest child of 6, he attends school right now, but there's going to be a month lapse in the next week where he has to do school at home again before they do a full in-person return in the end of April. And I just wanted the court to know that.
Okay. All right. It is the sentence of the court. Although the guidelines are merely advisory, the court will issue a sentence within the guidelines. I believe the guidelines, as we indicated, are 0 to 9. So it's the sentence of the court that Ms. Gonzalez Winsiger will be placed on probation for a period of 1 year, subject to the following conditions. You must not use or possess alcoholic beverages or other intoxicants. You must not enter bars or other places where the primary purpose is to serve alcohol beverages for drinking on site, unless the field agent has first given you written permission for your employment at a specific location. You must comply with the requirements of alcohol testing directed by the field agent. You must not attempt to submit any fraudulent or adulterated samples for testing. You must not hinder, obstruct, tamper, or otherwise interfere with the testing procedures. And you must present proper identification at the time of the testing. You must comply with the requirements of drug testing directed by the field agent. And you must not attempt to submit any fraudulent or adulterated samples for testing. You must not hinder, obstruct, tamper, or otherwise interfere with the testing procedures. And you must present proper identification at the time of testing. You must not use or possess any controlled substance or drug paraphernalia unless prescribed for you by a licensed physician, or be with anyone you know to possess these items. You must complete outpatient or residential treatment. So my understanding is that you're still in treatment currently, correct?
Yes, that is correct, Your Honor.
I'm gonna put on here that you must stay in treatment while you're on probation for this year, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
And where are you in treatment currently?
I do intensive outpatient through Oakdale Recovery Center in Westland.
Okay. Okay, you must stay in treatment while on probation at Oakdale Recovery Center. Oh, they have on here that you must perform 480 hours of community service. That's a lot. I think I'm gonna change this and say that in a year's time, you must perform 60 hours of community service as directed by the field agent. Any objection by the parties?
No, Your Honor.
You must not change residence unless you first obtain written permission from the field agent. You must submit to a search of your person and property, including but not limited to your vehicle, residence, and computer without need of a warrant if the field agent has reasonable cause to believe you have items which violate the condition of your probation. You must not drive a motor vehicle unless you first obtain written permission from the field agent. Are you working, Ms. Gonzalez?
What I do, Your Honor, is I am a Sensi consultant, so I host parties online, and when COVID permits, I will be doing in-person parties in the homes of family and friends and their associates as well. But I do
Okay.
not have any other employment.
Well, the part of the conditions is that you must make genuine efforts to find and maintain legitimate employment for a minimum of 30 hours per week. So you will have to discuss that with your field agent with respect to how what you do falls in line with whatever it is the field agent is looking for, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Unless you're engaged in an alternative program approved by the field agent. You must provide ongoing verification of employment or alternative program to the field agent. You shall not give reason to be terminated or voluntarily terminate your employment or alternative program unless you first obtain written permission from the field agent. They have in here 30 days jail time. Well, I thought it was probation. Hold on.
Judge, that's
Wait,
required by statute. It's the
I was
first,
just getting ready to say
yeah.
the statute requires it. So
yeah.
you'll be on probation for a year, but you must serve 30 days in the Wayne County Jail. On here, it has 5 days credit. It looks like we've changed that to 15 days credit. So you'll actually have 15 more days to serve in the Wayne County Jail. You must comply with vehicle immobilization. You must pay $68 state cost. Crime victims assessment of $130. You must pay court costs of $1,300. How well has your business been going lately, Ms. Gonzalez? Are you struggling a little bit?
I am struggling a little bit, Your Honor.
All right, the court is going to reduce your court costs from $1,300 to $500.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And you must pay a fine of $500 as ordered by the court, and you must pay attorney fees of $400. You must pay $30 per month supervision fee. Are you on any kind of tether right now? You on an alcohol tether?
Yes, Your Honor, I have an alcohol tether. I do a breathalyzer 5 times a day right now currently.
Okay, well, we're gonna keep that. We are gonna keep the alcohol tether on you as well. Let's see. Did I hit all the costs and fees?
Yes,
Okay.
there's no restitution, right?
No, there's no restitution in this case, correct?
Correct.
Okay, it is my duty to advise you that you have a right to request leave to appeal from Court of Appeals to appeal your plea and sentence. If you're unable to afford an attorney to prepare post-conviction motions or perfect an appeal, this court will appoint an attorney for you at public expense and will provide that attorney with such portions of the transcript as that attorney may require to prepare the motions or an appeal. You are further advised that if you wish to file an appeal or motion, the request for an appointment of an attorney must be made in writing and filed with the clerk of this court within 42 days of today's date. The clerk will email the advice of appellate rights form to your attorney, who will forward it to you. Ms. Gonzalez, does your attorney have permission to initial the form on your behalf, acknowledging your receipt of the form?
Yes, he does, Your Honor.
All right, this is the form that you must file with the clerk of this court within 42 days of today's date if you wish to appeal and need to have counsel appointed for you. If you do not wish to appeal, you do not have to send in the form. Now, did we talk about, is Ms. Gonzalez gonna, turn herself in to Dickerson on Monday? Wayne County Jail, rather, I should say.
We didn't, but I'm sure we're about to.
Right, so, Ms. Schoen. Ms. Schoen,
Yes, Judge?
it's kind of late for her to try to turn herself in today, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so Ms. Gonzalez Winsiger, turn yourself in on Monday.
And I'm sorry, Your Honor, did you say Dickerson or somewhere else?
Is it Dickerson or Wayne County Jail?
Women go to Division 3
So Wayne County Jail.
and then men.
Dickerson.
Shown to say Dickerson.
Oh, yeah, because it's probation, yeah.
Well, she's got 15 days to go into Wayne County Jail.
MDOC is the ones that go to Division 1, Division 3.
Okay, so Dickerson, Ms. Gonzalez Winsiger.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, is there anything further?
No, ma'am.
Okay, anything further from the parties?
No, Judge.
No,
All
Judge.
right, Ms. Gonzalez, I wish you the best.
Thank you, Your Honor. You as well.
You're welcome. All right. This matter is concluded.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, what's next? What do we have left? Mr. Brandon Harris, and then we have. Is that it? Just Brandon Harris?
Mr. Bargenier.
Oh, Mr. Bar, what are we doing on his?
Bargenier is a show cause hearing.
Does he have an attorney? Mr. Bargenier, do you have an attorney? You're
Mr.
muted,
Barr.
Mr. Bargenier.
Hello? Sorry, Miss.
Yes. Do you have an attorney?
I had one for the original proceedings, but no, I don't have one now.
Who's it has on?
It has on here, Sterling Coleman.
Who's house counsel?
I don't think we have any. We have House Counsel on the phone. I don't think we have any. We're gonna have to give Mr. Coleman a call. Are there numbers up here? Okay, we're gonna try to see if we can, reach your attorney, because you need, an attorney for this matter.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and then while we're doing that, after Madam Clerk makes her phone call, then we can handle the Brandon Harris matter, which I believe is the only other thing we have to do.
Right? Give me 1 second. Thank you, dear.
From Ms. Bargenier, we're trying to contact House Counsel, so give us a little bit, okay?
You're muted. Did you,
Okay.
okay, you can mute yourself again. All right, go to the next one.
You say you have yours, right?
Are parties ready for Brandon Harris?
Ready.
Calling case 199198, people of the state of Michigan versus Brandon Harris. This matter is set forth for a pretrial. Appearances, please.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Andrea McCray appearing on behalf of the people, P number 83698.
Good afternoon, Judge, to you and your staff. Justine Shabazz, P number 82743, appearing on behalf of Mr. Brandon Harris, who is also present by way of Zoom.
Mr. Harris, state your name for the record.
Brandon Harris.
Okay, so the first thing we need to deal with is, I believe Ms. Shabazz indicated something about Mr. Harris not consenting to court ruling on the motion via Zoom. This is not a hearing. The court is simply ruling on the motion. And pursuant to 6.006 video and audio proceedings under section A, defendant in the courtroom or at a separate location, district and circuit courts may use, Ms. Shabazz, I don't see you. Are you on your phone?
Yes, Judge, I'm actually on my phone.
Oh, okay. District and circuit courts may use two-way interactive video technology to conduct the following proceedings between a courtroom and a prison, jail, or other location. And it lists a bunch of proceedings, pretrial conferences being one of them listed. In addition, if you read that in conjunction with C, defendant in the courtroom or other proceedings, and it says, as long as the defendant either is present in the courtroom or has waived the right to be present upon the showing of good cause, district courts may use video conferencing technology to take testimony from a person at another location in the following proceedings. So under C, they list different or some of the proceedings in which the defendant either has to be in the courtroom or he has to waive his right to be in the courtroom. That's evidentiary hearings, competency hearings, sentencing, probation, revocation proceedings, revoke the sentence that does not entail an adjudication of guilt, such as youthful trainee status, does not include pretrial conferences. Oh. Sorry. It says live up there.
Did you hit the button? You hit the go live button, Judge?
I did. It's showing live. Hold on a second. Yeah, this, when I hit more, it says stop live stream.
Okay, stop it. Let's try it again.